So let's talk about something a little more serious today. While getting clients and everything is important, it's also important to take care of yourself. So today we're going to talk about burnout. So on this episode of Beyond the Vision, I want to talk about burnout. It's going to happen. This is a field that's very client-based, and working with clients is not always the easiest thing to do. It is sometimes very stressful and sometimes very limiting. You can have these grand ideas for what your client wants and grand ideas for personal projects, but unfortunately, a lot of the time in this career, your personal projects don't take priority. Your personal ideas don't take priority. It's what the client wants. And finding a way to balance what you want and what your clients want really is going to make a difference in the long run. It sucks to have to put your personal inspiration or your personal ideas to the side. But if you're gonna make it anywhere in this career, you have to learn how to do that. But you also have to balance doing your own thing, because it is very easy to fall out of love with this craft. I know I've done it on multiple occasions. I'm in a season of that right now. But if you are able to work on something that makes you happy, make that a goal, you're gonna have that passion for a lot longer than you think. The main thing about combating burnout is first recognizing it. You have to know when you're starting to feel that way, because the quicker you realize, the quicker you can redirect. I know when I'm starting to feel burnt out, every single task feels like a chore. Pulling out my camera, taking photos, taking videos, having to edit, going to the events, everything feels like a chore. And you go and you're just exhausted and you have no interest in keeping it going. When you start feeling that way on more than one shoot, it's time to start recognizing that you're in a state of burnout. You're doing things you're not happy with. You're producing content that isn't up to your standards, or that isn't creatively fulfilling enough for you. And you have to find a way to start making that content. I know for me, that's what this YouTube channel is. This YouTube channel is all about me finding my passion for photography again by helping you guys. I don't get a lot of views. I only get like 10 views a video. But I'm doing this for myself. It's partially for class, but I chose this topic so that I could learn to love my craft again. It's forcing me to get more creative. It's forcing me to try new things so that I can tell you guys how I do it. Nobody wants to hear a story of a boring photographer. They want to hear the person that goes to cool events and tries out creative filters and different editing techniques. If I'm just shooting the same thing over and over again, you guys aren't going to be interested in that. So my main way of combating my burnout is by making content for other photographers. I make things that I would want to see if I was just scrolling through Instagram or scrolling through YouTube to find something. I'm making content for myself. I'm not worrying about what other people want to see. And I've seen a lot of growth because of that. I'm having fun with my profession again. And that's something I haven't felt since like high school. It takes a lot to recognize what you're going through, but once you can recognize it, you're gonna be able to do so much more with it than you realize. And you have to realize why it happens. It happens because you're not happy. Burnout happens because you are stuck in a place where you are not challenged creatively or academically or mentally, you have to create those challenges for yourself sometimes. And as much as I hate doing that, it's pushed me to become a better photographer overall. And I think that's really important for people to see. If they see that you're putting in that initiative and you're doing the things that you're telling them to do, they're gonna be a lot more receptive to that. My main thing that I like to focus on is just being happy with my work. Whether that's doing your client edits and then taking your raws and going back and doing them the way that you would have wanted to. I shoot a lot of events. The stuff I put on Instagram is not always the stuff that I send out to the client. The client may want very clean, very photojournalist, little to no edit kind of pictures. I don't like doing that. I never have. And it takes more time. And sometimes as students, that's time we don't have. But if you're okay with taking that time and putting aside time to do something for yourself, you're gonna go a whole lot farther than somebody that's only working for the client. Because the client, while yeah, they pay the bills, they're not fueling you mentally. They're not fueling your soul. And that's what this profession is about. If you're gonna be going into content creation, you're gonna be going into photography, videography, whatever, you have to have a passion for it. Because as much as people say that we just turn on a camera and we take a couple pictures, or we take a couple videos and anybody can do it, with the consistency and the amount of time that we put into it as creatives, not everybody can do that. And people have to realize that. You have to fuel yourself. And that's the biggest thing that people don't realize in this field. And, you know, it's okay to start small. It's okay to go out and shoot a couple things and just come back and edit it and post it. I got bored the other day and I took my drone out for the first time in months. I hadn't had time to do that for forever, but I went and did it and I felt amazing. And that's one of my best performing posts this week because I went out and did something for myself and I had fun with it. That's what we as photographers have to remember to get back to. You have to have fun with what you're doing, because if you don't, you're never gonna get out of that state of burnout. You're always gonna be stuck in that state of, man, I don't wanna do this. But if you're feeling stuck right now, you're not behind. You're just rebuilding. Sometimes it takes a rebrand or a change in editing style or a change in video style. Using different equipment just to have fun with photography, videography again. Don't be afraid to try that. And it's okay if you mess up, but it's all about being authentic and doing your thing so that you're happy with what you're doing. The client, you'll find clients that are happy with what you're doing, but until you're happy with it, your content's not going anywhere. So if you want to see how I make myself happy with my content, follow me on Instagram, follow me on TikTok, and subscribe to this YouTube channel. And leave a comment telling me what your personal project is that you're working on right now, because I feel like everybody should have one. If you don't have one, make one up and try it out this week. Peace, guys.